The 500, the greatest race in the world. From the opening ball till the race is done, it's thrill after thrill after thrill.
It's become a real tradition during the month of May, the Indy 500 Film Nights here at the Irvington Branch. A series of vintage films, this year held in commemoration of the 100th anniversary of the running of the Indianapolis 500. And the Indy 500 Film Nights this year will be on Tuesday, May 17th and Tuesday, May 24th at 7 p.m. here at the Irvington Branch. Mike Hylton with the Irvington Branch is with us. He's the coordinator of the Indy 500 Film Nights. And this year, Mike, you have an interesting theme on the sixes. Tell us about that. On the
sixes, yes. We are. What's a better way to cover 100 years by giving a good comparison and contrast? So we're going to show the first week, we're going to show footage from the 1916, 26, 36, 46, and 56 races.
Wow. And these are all relatively short films, vintage films. Tell us where you obtained the films.
Well, most of what we have here, they are promotional films made by different sponsors at the time, primarily Firestone. But in addition to that, in 1916 and 26, we're going to be showing some home movies, also including the Ford Air Reliability Tour, where there are aircraft on the Speedway infield. And 1936, we're going to show that Firestone film Speedway tested for highway safety. And thanks to our friends at First Turn Productions, I'm going to show some very rare silent color film from 1936. Yes, the world was not in black and white back then.
Very interesting. And these films, you say, come from different sources. The silent films, going back to 1916 especially, the one that will be shown on May 17th, what will people see in the silent film?
Well, the further back you go, the more primitive the production quality is. And in the 1916 film, this is a rigidly mounted film that you will see some cars during qualifying as they zoom past down the main straightaway. And then we will see the start of the race, and then some more cars racing by. But the camera never moves. But nonetheless, this is maybe a minute and a half. And to my knowledge, it's the only 1960 footage out there.
What do you think the popularity of these films will be? I know your series has been popular here at the Irvington Branch over the years, but it's the 100th running of the 500 this year. What are you expecting?
Just like the Speedway, I'm looking forward to a great year. And I anticipate this. It's as much fun for me as it is the audiences.
Yes. You and I share that enthusiasm for the Indy 500 over the years. So that's May 17th at 7 p.m., the earlier films dating to 1916, and then we get more into the modern era for the films on May 24th at 7 p.m. Tell us about what people will see this night.
Well, on May 24th, we're going to pick up where we left off with 1966 and a film called An Invasion of Eagles. And this is both about the influx of European drivers at the Speedway after Jimmy Clark's win the prior year, and it's also about Dan Gurney's Eagle chassis when he began as a car builder. And happy 85th birthday, Dan. And so that's what we're going to do for 66. 1976 is the film Every Racer's Dream. And then we'll have a film for 1986 called Indy 86.
Now, the fans who love the Indy 500, a lot of people like me, they love the Indy 500, perhaps not so much the other races in the series, but what makes an Indy 500 fan kind of special? And those who attend your programs, I'm sure, are very diehard Indy 500 fans.
Well, they have a great thing going that it could be a bit of the difference between the Indy 500 and IndyCar. Is the Indy 500 is so tradition bound, and we've had families that have owned tickets for decades that go out there and sit in the same seats, and they're passed on to different generations.
Absolutely.
And it's not a race, it's a way of life.
And individuals of all ages can attend. This can be a family event.
Indeed, and we usually have some families that do come. I have a dad who brings the little ones every year so they can get a taste of the old days.
That's right. This is the Indy 500 Film Nights here at the Irvington Branch on Tuesday, May 17th, 7 p.m., and again on Tuesday, May 24th. Anything else people can look forward to during the series?
Well, I think we've pretty much covered it, but I hope to see you all here.
Mike Hylton with the Irvington Branch, and for more information, call the Irvington Branch or just go online to indypl.org.